right, here's the deal. I am really hungry, and I like a little, deep fried calamari. I don't think I care for salt and pepper squid, but if Integrated Tech Solutions can't rectify my problem for me, I know that they have solutions that can. So, thank you for joining me over here on Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes. I was gloating and reflecting with Ange the other day that I might believe the Miss Fabian fan base is some of the nicest human beings on the planet. The Aesop viewers have some of the most and best, most intelligent comments. And I'm not shitting on other people, so don't gloat. But I go through a lot of comments, and the quality of your engagement is exceptional. Salt and pepper squid for everyone. I mean, dig in.
I come out, investigator, exodus. I can find the energy to fetch you something that the skin and beverages. I will not be connecting or checking messages. You'll know I made it when it's raining salt and pepper squid.
Oh, shit, that works. I can go with that.
Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Ace gets a gold star, Sophistry gets no cigar. Homies get to show for the only rapper with no car. Sorry, Mike. Ford Exploder motor sounding outraged. Pedal foot a carving knife through a blind mouse tail. Me a cold shoddy forever in all conditions. Recline it way back to take the pressure off the stitches. They gave me 90 oxys, of which 0 were of interest. True and shrooms at waterfront coveralls from the Olympics. Limping, I like to help the younger rippers clip up. A little hype to reignite the nimbus when they hiccup. How's your weekend? Is a house on a beach with a view and tea for two? Round here the beach is a fountain, the view is tweaker soup. Zoom lens, Jesus, I'm used to the heat wave and immune to the urine cooked in every meter of pavement. Scrolling credits of a dehydrated DNA. 10 p.m. PSA, I forgot to eat today. I come out, investigator, exodus. I can find the energy to fetch you something.
Kind of PSA.
The urine cooked in every meter of pavement. Scrolling credits of a dehydrated DNA. 10 p.m. PSA, I forgot to eat today. I come out, investigator.
10 p.m. PSA. Setting a time. I just I'm not. I just couldn't hear it. We're going easy. It's been a very long day, and every now and then I can just listen. I will. Hey. Obviously, that means, who knows what it means.
10 p.m. PSA.
10 p.m. PSA. I think that's right.
Heat wave and immune to the urine cooked in every meter of pavement. Scrolling credits of a dehydrated DNA. 10 p.m. PSA. I forgot to eat today. I come out, investigator, exodus. I can find the energy to fetch you something that the skin and beverages. I will not be connecting or checking messages. You'll know I made it when it's raining salt and pepper squid.
That's funny.
Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Suitcase squat, 2 boxes of cat litter. Then bop to my 8 o'clock at a vacant lot by the river. I'm here to see a friend jump off a bridge because he's stranded. To us, that's what a friend is. What a terrible question. I'm sorry about your friendships. We were done by 11 and ghost. Shout to the callers who got the FD to check if he's toast. He's not, we had disgusting coffee after. Forgot to grab a snack. There's always other flags to capture when you activate a traveling act. Set a flash up at the rapture in a jacket that says staff on the back. Not a stringer, just familiar with some people who crash like it's an actual feature of being at peace with their craft. Look, stop leaving needles at the courts. Leave more free boards. Peel around the puddles that could peel the paint. Feeling faint, ain't seeing straight. I forgot to eat today. I come out, investigator, exodus. I can find the energy to fetch you something that the skin and beverages. I will not be connecting or checking messages. You'll know I made it when it's raining salt and pepper squid. pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. I've one brain cell. All it do is hum bad brains and document it whether sleigh bells raise hell. Triple dog dares get thrown around with no discretion. If you getting kinda froggy, come and trip the motion sensor, yeah. Perfect foul energy, every degree of D up. My quickie mark receipt is tall enough to ride the teacups. The stuntman, I'll get perfect 10s, 11 if you hit the pole. Bonus for the sticks and stones, the kid ain't fixing shit in posts. Only church to consecrate the Jersey barrier, a worthy adversary for any commercial carrier. Granted, I'm all landing gear, post stop and propped up. Coat rack spotting cars, wanderlust proper fucked. We're doing what we can't consider in a frame we're left with. Waves of desperate people lighting fires and waving melee weapons. Dog in the trash at the pizza place. That's a good idea, dog. I forgot to eat today.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Oh, that was short. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to come back. It's going to look like nothing to you. So just, you won't even have to worry. So I show back up with the knowledge that we just got done listening to it. If that's what you cared about. Till next time, that was Aesop, Salt and Pepper Squid. Thanks for joining us. Now let's go and see what the hell we can do with it. Yeah, I wasted a lot of people's time, maybe. And if now you're still here, you want to be here, I'm not wasting your time.
Come out, investigator, Exodus.
Okay.
I come out, investigator, Exodus. I can find the energy.
Is it I cannot?
I come out,
Hold on. Well, that will do me in every time. That's why. So just, it's not really, okay, I'm passing the buck. If I had better ears, maybe I wouldn't make an excuse, but I might investigate an Exodus. That's, and I want to come back here. But that just, I'm not trying this. I do like, well, I'm curious, I'm curious how much I do understand, but I do have them up in the background now, to be fair. I make indictments to the left and right on this all the time. There's no way you have to believe I didn't look. I didn't. Just checked it there, first, and I didn't really skim ahead. But I would never place a bet, take a deal, or sign a contract on something this fucking shady. Just letting you know.
Investigator, Exodus. I can find the energy to fetch you something that the skin and pepper. I come out, investigator, Exodus. I can find the energy to fetch you something that the skin and beverages. I will not be connecting or checking messages. You'll know I made it when it's raining salt and pepper squid.
I mean, we're cool up there.
Salt and pepper squid.
I can't do this, I can't do that, but you'll know. You'll know when we get there.
Salt and pepper squid.
I'm going with that for now.
Ace gets a gold star, sophistry gets no cigar. Homies get to show for the only rapper with no car. Sorry, Mike.
Nope, that. Yep, I'm a liar. Okay, I can investigate an Exodus. Might investigate an Exodus. I could find the energy to fetch us. Okay, I could or I might. I might investigate an fleeing from the scene. I could build up the energy to get us. I think eat and drink, but I made it when it's raining salt and pepper. Okay. Well, there you go. I didn't catch that. I thought I caught that, but I didn't. Self-reflection at this point. Ace, I'm not familiar enough, but I know how people talk about their artist here. Ace gets a gold star. Sophistry. See, I'd have to look. I can't remember. Damn it. Yeah, see, right there, it is important. So, I mean, maybe my opening rant is pretty much inevitable. Because if you're a half-ass listener, then it doesn't matter. But then you probably left after 7 minutes. The use of fallacious arguments, especially with the intention of deceiving. So, I mean, that's a bright, right? So, Ace gets the gold coin, the gold star, because he's not lying and has no intent to deceive, I'm guessing, while the world that does is really, loses out. But I don't know, right? That's how I would interpret that. Homies get to a chauffeur, the only rapper with no car. Sorry, Mike. Okay, this seems personal. So I don't know, right? There's no idea. So I don't actually know how that applies, except for Ace is the provider or the chauffeur of the story. Well, but except he calls shotgun in all conditions for all perpetuity. Oh wait. Oh wow, it's weird because now it seems like we're coming back from a. Hold on. Huh. Oh yeah, no idea. No idea. But it feels like maybe me. I call. Well, I mean, I can only go with the obvious, obviously. And then I don't know if the, recline it way back to take pressure off the stitches. Is that metaphorical, or is that literally one of the places where we're at a literal moment, because they gave me 90 oxys, of which 0 were of interest, which is funny because it's a personal story. It has nothing to do with this. But when I was laid up with when I got my car accident, and spent a lot of days in and out being grateful to be alive, I had to have a conversation with the doctor about my drug tolerance, because the maximum amount of whatever they could give me was about 8 to 10 minutes, 15 at the most minutes of relief. And then like 4 hours wait. And I was not living the dream, but I was, lit up like a chemistry set when I got brought into the hospital. So understandably so. And we talked about it. And then I went the rest of my recovery basically painkiller free. It turned out that, now I can't speak for anyone but me, and my opinion is just for shits and giggles. But suffering through it was the only way I could do it, because the rest was going to, turn me into an addict. And I went in, right? When I woke up, I was sort of like, hey, I'm grateful to be alive. Whoa, I might have to reconsider a few life choices. Right, that drop 3 days into coma. Just lose 3 days from your life and you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about gone. Like, you can tell me everything that happened at the party before I got in the car accident. I don't know. To this day, I've never remembered any of it. It's just gone. Crazy. So I get this feel like he's getting picked up. Oh yeah, because he don't have a car. Maybe that's it. And then whoever he's apologizing to whoever he picked up, because you get to drive around the only rapper who don't got a car, because even though he kicks ass and got baller money, he ain't got no why to drive him home at this point. Is this like a complicated way of talking about getting picked up from the hospital? A little hype to reignite. Okay. Is that literally a Harry Potter reference, the Nimbus? Just curious. That's because that would a little hype to reignite the Nimbus when they get a little hiccup in their thing. We can build a fire and get them going. How's your weekend? Is it a house on a beach with a view or a tea for two? Here the beach is a fountain and view is tweak. So how are you gonna be? And I don't know. Maybe that's what someone thinks, how someone thinks you live versus how you really live. Those two lines there. The how's your weekend? I know. It ain't the best way to do this, but I also don't really want to cut corners. I really don't want to cut corners on these reactions. So, well, where are we at? Limping. Let's get some music. Refresh, and get to that point now. So I'm gonna go with what the hell do I know?
I come out, investigator, exodus. I can find the energy to fetch something that the skin and beverages. I will not be connecting or checking messages. You'll know I made it when it's raining salt and pepper squid.
So yeah, I'm not sure, you know what I mean?
Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Ace gets a gold star, sophistry gets no cigar. Homies get to show for the only rapper with no car. Sorry, Mike. Ford Exploder motor sounding outraged. Pedal foot a carving knife through a blind mouse tail. Me a call shoddy forever in all conditions. Recline it way back to take the pressure off the stitches. They gave me 90 oxys, of which 0 were of interest. Chewing shrooms at waterfront coveralls from the Olympics. Limping.
Oh, okay, right there. I think I jumped over that line. Where was that? Where's that? The Olympics. Oh, yeah. So, chewing shrooms at waterfront. So, I guess that would just probably reflect on what you would do in lieu of taking the oxys because, the pharmacon industry wants you hooked. Rather than, microdose your hallucinogens. I'm just kidding. What are they doing out there? Microdosing there. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but I don't know enough. I am not solid on that area. But hey, I'm not saying there's not something to all that. But I'm not sure what it means. Right? So, who knows? We're going to move on from there. I usually get hung up on mushroom statements. It doesn't matter if they're really about, something we like on our pizza. I tend to, go the other direction every time.
Rippers clip up. A little hype to reignite the nimbus when they hiccup. How's your weekend? Is a house on a beach with a view and tea for two. Round here the beach is a fountain, the view is tweaker soup. Zoom lens, Jesus, I'm used to the heat wave and immune to the urine cooked in every meter of pavement. Scrolling credits of a dehydrated DNA. 10 p.m. PSA, I forgot to eat today. I come out, investigator, exodus. I can find the energy to fetch something that the skin and beverages. I will not be connecting or checking messages. You'll know I made it when it's raining salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Squat, 2 boxes of cat litter, then bop to my 8 o'clock at a vacant lot by the river. I'm here to see.
Well, yeah. So no, I'm probably completely wrong now because if you're really recovering from getting stitches, you're probably not carrying 2 boxes of cat litter, and then going to your 8 o'clock at the vacant lot by the river. Now, this line, when I heard it, I'm here to see a friend jump off a friend because his friend did to us what a friend is. What a terrible question. I don't know. I'm not sure. Friendship. That whole thing seems like it could use a whole lot of unpacking. Right? I'm not sure. I'm here to see a friend. Okay, jump off a bridge because his friend did to us. Yeah, it's just crazy. That's very interesting to me. I'm not. Yeah, right. You get a. That's one of those you think you would take like a long time to unpack that. Um, Once again, completely understanding that whatever it means to the author, the artist, and the original intention implied. Cool. I'm saying what does it mean to me? I'm not sure, but I'd like to unpack that. But that would make it go an hour. Goes as it leaves. Shouts the color. Got the check if he's toast. He's not. We just had this. I'm not. Look, stop. Okay, so like I admit I don't really know, but I think I'd tell you I think some of the reoccurring, there's the whole where we're at, what we're at, how we're doing it, who we're doing it with. Um, Look, stop leaving needles at the courts, leave more free boards, peel around the pudding that could peel the paint, feel faint, ain't seeing straight. I forgot to eat today. No, and I didn't know if that was. It's weird because that one hit me in a way that I was like, I, I weirdly enough, I'm only thinking myself again, but I was like, what an interest. I mean, I understand you're going to be hanging around, and that's okay. To more good than bad, that'd be better. And what I was thinking to myself is that it's just such a better way to look at things because I want, and as someone else said something to me, but I do long to be more understanding of the plights individuals go through, and not, well, it's my way or the highway, because I finally discovered, I think correctly, so that our biggest belief in life is as long as we are wielding it, we're correct. And I don't think that's true with myself at all anymore. Hey, some Aesop Brock! Help me with that in a way because it gets me talking about that whole fuck A, B, or Z. Just the once I think I know something, now I know I can't ever know enough. Not that I won't know enough or blah, blah, blah. I just can't. Doesn't mean I can't keep trying. It's just a lifelong journey of growth and understanding and knowledge gaining. So that's how I took it. I didn't know if it, I don't really know if it means all that. And I would have to, okay, no, there's a long ways to go actually. So I'll use those 7 more minutes.
To us, that's what a friend is. What a terrible question. I'm sorry about your friendships. We were done by 11 and ghost. Shout to the callers who got the FD to check if he's toast. He's not, we had disgusting coffee after. Forgot to grab a snack. There's always other flags to capture when you activate a traveling act. Set a flash up at the rapture in a jacket that says staff on the back. Not a stringer, just familiar with some people who crash like it's an actual feature of being at peace with their craft. Look,
well, yeah, no,
maybe.
Yeah, so the build up to that, maybe, because then, yeah, set flash. I wonder if it means like a flash mob to show up at the rapture. Because, I got a staff jacket on. So come on. No, I got this. Let's go do this. And I'm not a pro, but I am familiar with people who survive this way. Is kind of what I'm getting out of that, but I don't know. Like it's actually a feeling. It's actually a feeling of being at peace with their, I think they craft as them. Right, this is where that I'm not sure because I don't. And then to go into that, yeah, it kind of seems right where you're, hey, okay, I get it, and this is a fact of life, and I'm cool with that. But this aspect really isn't the most. It's not your most redeeming quality. I don't condemn the lifestyle in general, but that's a bad habit. But I don't know, right? I have no idea.
Leave more free boards. Peel around the puddles that could peel the paint. Feeling faint, ain't seeing straight. I forgot to eat today. Come out, investigator, exodus.
Got low blood sugar.
Energy to fetch something that the skin and beverages. I will not be connecting a check of messages. You'll know I made it when it's raining. Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. Salt and pepper squid. I've one brain cell. All it do is hum bad brains and document it whether sleigh bells raise hell. Triple dog dares get thrown around with no discretion. If you getting kinda froggy, come and trip the motion sensor, yeah. Perfect foul energy, every degree of D up. My quickie mark receipt is tall enough to ride the teacups. The stuntman, I'll get perfect 10s, 11 if you hit the pole. Bonus for the sticks and stones, the kid ain't fixing shit in posts. Only church to consecrate the Jersey barrier, a worthy adversary for any commercial carrier. Granted, I'm all landed.
It feels like is he going doing solids for other people? I don't know, right? Once again, I don't know. But this whole area seems like, I got a one-track mind. It's, punk rock related. And I dare you to, I don't know, right? I'm saying that's how I'm getting it. Because I'm pretty, I think that's how that's used. But then you get down to there with the Quickie Mart receipt, and I'm like, We're doing what we can, considering the frame we're left with waves of desperate people, lighted fires, waiting. Trash, I got pizza. Goodwill went crazy. Oh, wow. I'm not sure, really. I could cheat, right, and go somewhere else, but that wouldn't be no fun. Now, of course, like the last time, something about the brain energy, this, that. I really do appreciate the actual answers. I don't want to change what I do, but I do appreciate the actual, details. Like I said, I never thought I'm right. I just fucking playing with a sentence. I do the same thing with a book, you know what I mean? You can get lost in one moment, but then, eventually you read a couple pages farther and, oh shit, I was wrong there. I assume that's the case. Let's finish it up, because I'm not, I don't, Oof. Oof. Damn. I like the shit out of it, though, of course.
Brain cell. All it do is hum bad brains and document it whether sleigh bells raise hell. Triple dog dares get thrown around with no discretion. If you getting kinda froggy, come and trip the motion sensor, yeah. Perfect foul energy, every degree of D up. My Quickie Mart receipt is tall enough to ride the teacups. The stuntman, I'll get perfect 10s, 11 if you hit the pole. Bonus for the sticks and stones, the kid ain't fixing shit in posts. only church to consecrate the Jersey barrier. A worthy adversary for any commercial carrier. Granted, I'm all landing gear. Post stop and propped up. Coat rack spotting cars, wanderlust, proper fucked. We're doing what we can't consider in a frame we're left with. Waves of desperate people lighting fires and waving melee weapons. Dog in the trash at the pizza place. That's a good idea, dog. I forgot to eat today.
I mean, if I had to, the Cliff Notes version, I guess, doing something. I feel like it's like this weird story about something, I guess, not being as named in it. Maybe picking someone up, going someplace, doing a solid for someone, and maybe it went south on him. And then the whole time he just was hungry having to do it. It's like, all this is true, but man, I could have eaten. But is it? I have no idea. No clue. Now, of course, I will put in a fix-it ticket to the Integrated Tech Solutions people, and they'll fix whatever problem it is I have. I'm sure of it. As always, nothing but good times, and I think I'm just going to call it a day for me. So we'll do it again some other time. Probably pretty soon.